Hello. We're going to practice analyzing documents. We haven't done this in quite some time together, so I think it would be helpful if we dive in and do the first one together. I apologize for my voice. We'll see how long it can hold on. Source A is from your resource sheet packet number 3, Coming to America. This is an excerpt from the report on a journey to the western states of North America, written by Gottfried Duden in 1829. Gottfried Duden was a Prussian lawyer who visited Missouri in the 1800s, who was looking for land for German settlements. He wrote a full report of his trip in 1829 that explained the advantages of moving to Missouri. This book was considered an influential document in encouraging German immigration to North America. When we think about the function of this document, we need to remember that it's a primary source. It's the words and reflections of Gottfried Duden, and it's from 1829, which is the era that we're looking at. Some things come to mind as we reflect about Gottfried and what his motivations were. We see that he was a Prussian lawyer. He visited Missouri trying to find land for German settlements. So his hope was that if he could convince people to move to this region, then it would be really beneficial for him and to the German people that were interested in leaving their homeland. So he starts off by saying, "How often I have thought of the poor people of Germany. What abundance and success would the industry of a few hands bring to whole families, whose condition in their own country an American-born farmer cannot imagine to be possible. There is still room for millions of the farms along the Missouri River, not to mention other rivers." So he's highlighting the benefits of being close to this massive river, the Missouri. The great fertility of soil, its immense area, the mild climate, the splendid river connections, the completely unhindered communication, and an area of several thousand miles, the perfect safety of person and property, together with very low taxes. All of these must be considered as the real foundations for the fortunate situation of Americans. In what other country is this all combined? When you think about the tone that he's using so far, it's very much persuasive. He's trying to create an argument for why wouldn't you want to come here? Look at all of these great opportunities. Low taxes, ease of communication, mild climate, arable land. Come on over. If one wanted to paint the picture more colorfully, it would suffice to call to mind the rich forests, the abundance of bituminous, I really don't know what this word is, but we're going to skip over it for now. The coal, salt, iron, lead, copper, saltpeter, and other minerals, the active interest of almost all inhabitants in cheerful industry, the utilization of the advantages of their location, and the thriving steamboat services that have already resulted from it. Finally, the contrast to all European prejudice with regard to the rank in society of the tradesman and the respect in which physical activity is held. So, thinking about this, he's talking about the natural resources, the abundance, the massive amounts of natural resources that are available, and the thriving steamboat services that have also resulted from this new industrialization, and the idea that hard work, that physical activity is actually valued within the American colonies, within this American landscape, compared to the view of labor, of hard labor in Europe as being that for something that lower class people do. In America, this sense of an honest day's labor was something honorable. He goes on to say Hold on just one moment. I'm really struggling with my voice right now, but we only have a couple more minutes. Many times I have said to myself and to my traveling companion, people in Europe will not and cannot believe how easy and how pleasant it can be to live in this country. It sounds too strange, too fabulous. Believing in similar places on this earth has too long been consigned to the fairy tale world. So he's acknowledging that there is this essence of, this story really is too good to be true. But he himself, he buys into it. And what we need to do as historians is think about the motivation behind what he's saying. Is it truly too good to be true? Or is he just downplaying enough of the hardship to just get enough buy-in so that he, as a Prussian lawyer whose goal is to find more land for German settlements, taking more precedence over just his sharing of this new opportunity with German immigrants? What is the point? Why is he trying to get people to come here? So as you're analyzing these documents and you're thinking about what is the purpose of these words and this tone, in your group, reread together out loud, because my voice is just kaput right now. Go ahead, read over this piece, and then think about those soapstones. What is the subject? What is the point of this document? What is Gottfried Duden trying to tell you? When was it written? Who is it written for? What is the purpose? What is the source type? Why do we care that it's a primary source? And then overall, what is the general tone? What is the author trying to make you do? All right, that's it for me. My voice is fading. There's nothing I can do other than hope it gets better by the time school starts. So by the time you're watching this, it will be Monday or Tuesday, and hopefully I'll have a voice to share with you by then. All right, thanks. Have a great day, and ask me if you have some questions.